Grace. My name's Rachel. I've done responses to your, or not responses, but I've done covers of your songs before, and I realized the other night that I hadn't actually been keeping up with your music videos, and the sun is streaming. It's getting a glare. Anyway, so I realized I hadn't been keeping up with your videos, so I've been watching them all morning, or afternoon, I mean, depending. I wake up at like 10, because I can. But I saw your B vlog, number 2, where you're talking about wanting to learn about college, and since I am in college, I thought I'd give you a little bit of a heads up about like what to expect. I am actually 22. I've been in college for 4 years. I will probably be in college for another year and a half, doing my major. And going into college, I knew since like 7th grade that I wanted to do something with genetics. Most likely I wanted to do biotechnology, and all my friends thought I was going to go into music because I always sang and stuff, and I really wish I had. So my advice is, like, really consider what you want to do. Like, yes, it's a good idea to have a backup, but if what you really love to do is sing and songwrite and, you know, create music, then go ahead and do that. I honestly kind of regret not taking maybe like a minor in music and just being straight bio or genetics or something else. But the thing is, with college, it's kind of like high school. It's kind of like just school. You know, you sit in classes and you do the work and you have homework and projects, so you make friends, and you can take clubs and electives and, you know, basically, you know, it's basically like regular school, except that the ultimate goal, instead of graduating to go on to the next step in like school, from going from middle school to high school, from high school to college, your ultimate goal is to get out in the world and get a job. And so your ultimate goal in college is to take the classes and do the homework and get the grades to get a job, to be a productive member of society. But the best thing about college is you are an adult in college, and you get to make all the decisions yourself. I still run by my classes by my parents because they pay for everything. So if I do something, if I want to take a class like belly dancing or like hip hop, which I have taken hip hop before, my parents are like, well, why are you taking that? You know, we're paying for you to go to school and do biology, so take biology classes. So you're in complete control of what classes you take, when to take them, how long you're going to take them, what time of day. Although sometimes you just have no say in it and you have to take 8 o'clock classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like me. And last quarter I was going from 8 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. I'm just going. I had like 4 classes, 2 of them were labs, and one I was outside digging in dirt and irrigation and planting things, which reminds me, I want to go get some melons. The watermelons are in season, and I planted those, so I deserve to eat them. Do I have money? I should have money. I should be okay. I'm actually going to a concert, so I'm trying to be like real stingy with my money right now. Anyway, so college, yeah, I go to Cal Poly Pomona, which is in Pomona. It's a CSU. It's a polytechnic, so it's very hands-on, and we're kind of an ag school, so you can take classes on, like, I took a plant science class, and I learned a lot about actually my field more than when I was actually in biotech. I'm switching to biology because I failed classes multiple times. Classes are harder in college. They do get harder. But the electives get more fun. Like, I've taken, I'm in the MIDI band, and we have electronic trumpets and keyboards and fun things, and we do covers of pop songs, and we do jazz, and it's a lot of fun. And I've taken hip hop, and I've taken, you know, history of dance classes, and I've taken art classes, and I took a class on, was it garden art, which was a lot of fun because my teacher was insane. And then you find those teachers that are fun, you find your friends that are fun, and I have a really amazing group of friends that I met through living in the dorms at my school, and I really would suggest you live at least 1 year in the dorms just for that experience, because it really does give you a good experience for living on your own, and you make good friends, and I just recently lost my friend who lived in the dorm with me. It was really sad. But I am very close to people who I met through him, and yeah, college is fun. It's hard. It's much harder than everything else, and the ultimate goal is to get a job. So I would really suggest, like, I know you're like 12, 11, you know, you got a ways to go, and high school will help you figure it out. But, you know, I would honestly start thinking about, well, what can I do with my music? I mean, I would love to see you get big and you know, and you know, be your own star and stuff like that. I mean, you got years on you, but I think you should start. That's just my suggestion because I want to go see you in concert. And you know, you could probably take a lot of songwriting classes, probably focus on that maybe. I don't know. You know, I knew what I wanted to do when I was seventh grade, not when I was 7. When I was in 7th grade, I knew what I wanted to do. I wish I'd looked into it because I actually kind of screwed myself over in that way. And I wish I'd taken maybe, like I said, a minor in music because I'm now involved with Ricky Rebel. Who I don't know if you know, he played Show Pony in the Not Enough video. I don't know if you talked to him. He's got his own thing going on, and let me show you. And I went to his music video, and he gave me this. Like, he signed it for me. It's awesome. I like to show this off. So he's got his own. I have his full CD. I have CD here. He has his CD out. This one is signed as well, because I'm awesome. But yeah, so I'm in a college now where the music program is not too big. We're more like science and ag and stuff. So, I mean, while the music program is good, it's not like, you know, it's not like Fullerton or like UOP or something like that. My mom went to University of the Pacific, which has a conservatory of music, which is why she went, because she wanted them to say Conservatory of Music. But it's foggy and nasty up there, I heard. But yeah, college is fun, and you have a lot of control over what you do and who you hang out with and what you do on the weekends. And I live in an apartment, and one of the school apartments, so I have complete control over what I eat, which is fun because I was never allowed to have sugar cereals as a kid or like candy or anything, like all that colored stuff we weren't allowed to have because it's bad for you. And now eating it again, you know, like, kind of glad I didn't grow up eating Fruit Loops because it's kind of gross. Like, Cookie Crisp isn't even that good. Like, it's not. But I have complete control over what I eat and what I do and who I see and what classes I take and what I do over the summer. And, you know, you're an adult. But my parents still pay for a lot of my college, so I am still tied to them, and I will be till I'm, like, 26. But, which is actually not very long. But so there's that. College is fun, and honestly, I would start Googling I would start Googling programs, like what has the best music program, what has the best this and that and the other. Like, I don't know, I would think about getting, like, a fallback, but I think you're so talented, I don't know if you would need that. I don't know. That's just an idea. I'm probably, once I'm done with this year, I'm probably going to stop school because I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. And there are some people who don't even go to college. I've met some people, who was it? Was it Tim? I think it was Tim. I think it was Kat as well. Was it Rick? I don't know, somebody. I was at dinner with Ricky, Kat, and Ricky, his personal assistant, Kat, and his creative director person, Timothy, and we were talking about college, and I don't think any of them had gone to college, and you know, college is just, you know, not for some people. And Sammy Doll, who is the keyboardist for my satellite, who I'm gonna go see today, she, you know, she didn't go to college, and she had the opportunity, but she knew college just wasn't right for her, and it isn't for some people. And you don't have to go to, like, a 4-year. My brother is going to a community college because he failed at Spanish. And now he wishes he'd taken Spanish and just gone through it so he could go to a 4-year. Because now he has to go through a community college. And getting classes is insane. Like, as a freshman, it's really, really hard to get classes. And even now, I'm like a super senior, and it's going to be really hard for me to get classes because the CSU system is kind of messed up right now because of all the budgets and stuff. And you learn about this when you get there, and they go, we don't have classes to give you. And you're like, wait, I'm paying you money. Why aren't you giving me classes? It's adult things, you know, you get there and you realize that, yeah, the world is kind of screwy. Um, but yeah, things to learn for you. Yeah, I would start Googling what has the best programs for you, things that you would be interested in. Um, I really like my school because there is a lot of ag and we have animals everywhere, everywhere. And you can take the bus. I take the C bus every once in a while because it goes past all the animal units where we have cows and sheep and pigs and goats. And every Saturday we have a petting zoo over by the farm store, and I need to go one day. I'm such a big kid. I love petting zoos. I'm with the kid. I'm with the little kids running around going sheep, sheepy, 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 sheepy. You know, resting my head on the sheep, going so soft. I'm just weird like that. Yeah, so I like my school for that. And then we have a lot of fresh produce and stuff that we grow on campus, and I got to see where a lot of that was growing last year. We've got like oranges galore. And it's fun. I like my school, and it's very hands-on. So you're not sitting there going, okay, well, this is what you're supposed to see under a microscope. You're actually making slides and making preparations and, you know, doing it yourself. And I didn't take the lab for my animal class, which I don't actually need now. Oops. I have a lot of erroneous, like, credits for, like, my animal science class, not my plant science class. Probably, I think it would actually count for elective credit for my new major. Yeah. I take a lot of music classes. But beware because the beginning choir here absolutely sucks. The teacher just doesn't know what to give us. And we're like, we're a college choir, and I do realize that we're like a beginning college choir, but we were singing middle school music. Like 4-part simple stuff. And I'm like, in my senior year of high school, I was singing like 8-part harmonies. We're like 2-person per part. And yes, I was expecting to sing a little less challenging than that, but 4-part harmonies, really? It said written especially for this middle school, really? But yeah, so I'm ranting because I do that. But yeah, that's kind of a crash course in college, I guess. Like, it's school. It's still school. You get complete control over what you do. And there's always stuff going on. And you could do fraternities or sorority or, you know, clubs and stuff. And I did a club and I got on a video on campus. You know, there's a lot of we have a songwriter showcase, so people write songs and they showcase them, and my friend was in it. And we have a lot of cool stuff that goes on campus. So I mean, just keep your eyes open. Keep your mind open for where you want to go. But I would start Googling. I know CSU Fullerton has a really good music program. I toured there with my choir teacher in high school because that's where he went. And it's a cool campus as well. I personally didn't want to go there because it didn't have a lot of science. And it's for a major, like, if you're in, like, music and stuff. That's a good one. And my mom went to UOP, and my dad went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, which is how I ended up in Pomona, because I didn't want to go to San Luis Obispo. Pomona was the only one that had the major that I wanted. But yeah, there's CSUs everywhere. And then I didn't take the right tests for UCs, so I was going to CSUs. But the system's kind of wonky right now. But, I mean, you got years, right? Because you're like 11. Yeah, you got some years. But, I mean, I think you're smart for thinking about it now, for thinking about what you're going to do. And I'm rounding on 15 minutes, and that's when it likes to cut me off. So, yeah, I hope that helps you somewhat, or at least gives you an idea of what you should start Googling. Google is your best friend, but I think you know that because you watch Jonah Marbles. So that's the Google machine's for. And yeah, so I would really, really love to see you live. So if you have like a live show, tell me, like message me. I want to go see you. I probably will sit in the front and cry, as you're like fantastic. And it's really crazy. You're like 10, and your songs like relate to me, and I'm like twice your age. And I think that's like a really amazing thing about you, is that you write songs that everybody really understands, and can relate to, which I think is fantastic. And if you ever need a backup singer, you can always call me. You know I'm a good singer. So I hold harmonies really well, and I make up harmonies really well, and I would really love to sing with you if you'd like me to. So, yes. And, yeah, stuff and things.